In this video, we will learn about skin. The structure which separates and protects you from the external world is your skin. It is the largest organ of the body. It makes up to 16% of your physical weight. Skin is the foundation of integumentary system, which also incorporates your hair, nails, glands, and some nerves. Thickness of skin varies from 0.5 mm to 4 mm. It also prevents water loss, provides sensitive function, plays a role in body temperature regulation, and it is also a site of vitamin D synthesis. Layers of skin. The skin is composed of three layers. Outer or the most superficial layer is epidermis, middle layer is dermis, and the most innermost layer is hypodermis. Let's learn about them in detail. Epidermis. Epidermis is composed of stratified squamous epithelium. It provides barrier and protection. It mainly consists of protein keratin, which is tough and water-insoluble structural protein. The epidermis consists of 5 sublayers, which are known as strata or stratum. The arrangement of these layers from the superficial to deep is stratum corneum, stratum lucidum, which is also present in palms and sole, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, and stratum basale, which is also known as germinative layer. Most cells of the epidermis are keratin-producing cells or keratinocytes. New cells are constantly being produced by the mitotic cell division in the basal layer. They then move towards the skin surface as they age, changing their shape from cuboidal to flat. Each epidermal layer represents different stages of keratinocyte differentiation from their birth to their death. The spinous layer. It is characterized by presence of abundant desmosomes, which connect keratin filaments of adjacent cells, anchoring them together and providing resistance to physical stress. The granular layer. It is loaded with keratohyalin granules. These granules release several substances that cross-link keratin filaments together and convert them into an impermeable keratin matrix. This process is known as cornification or keratinization, the result of which is the most superficial layer, the cornified layer, which is about 30 cells thick. The fully keratinized dead cells form the skin barrier. This cornified layer shed prodigally from the surface as new cells are moving up. The entire epidermis is replaced by every 30 to 40 days. But this process of cornification and cell replacement becomes slower with age. The epidermis also contains immune cells, touch sensory cells, and melanocytes. Melanocytes produce the pigment melanin and transfer it to keratinocytes. The amount of melanin produced in the body is the major determinant of skin color. Melanin synthesis is stimulated by UV light and is thought to be a protective mechanism against UV radiation. Dermis. The dermis constitutes the bulk of the skin. It provides support and flexibility. Dermis consists mainly of collagen and to a lesser extent elastin fibers. With aging, loss of collagen and elastin occurs, which causes the skin to slack. The boundary surface between the epidermis and dermis is not flat but wavy, which indicates that two tissues interlock and strengthen their connection. With age, this boundary flattens and the skin becomes more fragile. The dermis is well vascularized and contains sensory nerves, hair follicles, sebaceous glands, and sweat glands. Dermis is divided into two parts, the upper papillary dermis and the lower reticular dermis. Papillary dermis consists of collagen and elastin fiber and form loose connective tissue. It also consists of fibroblasts, adipocytes, abundant blood vessels, phagocytes, and touch receptors. Papillary dermis form ridges, which is the region of your fingerprint formation. Reticular dermis also consists of collagen and elastin fiber, but it forms more tight meshwork. It is thicker than the papillary layer. Hypodermis. It is also known as subcutaneous layer or superficial layer. It connects skin to bone and muscles. It is composed of loose connective and adipose tissue. It is the place where most of the body fat is stored. The hypodermis provides thermal insulation, padding, and serves as the body's main source of energy. The thickness and proportion of epidermis and dermis vary greatly depending on their location on the body, but the skin thickness is mainly dependent on the epidermal layer alone. Thick skin is found only in areas where there is a lot of abrasion, like palms of hands, soles of feet, and your digits. This area have 5 epidermal layers. The rest of the body consists of thin skin and has 4 epidermal layers.